Welcome viewers, welcome back to Project UDAAN. Mr. Ahbijeeth Rai, architect. I was going through your profile and then I understood you are from a sports background shifting to architecture background. One step backward you said you excelled in an exam. But in that exam I know that you ranked about 25, 26 in that exam.
Yes.
What was that exam?
At that time, it was an aptitude test,
Okay.
which was aptitude test was on a sketching module, color segment, how is your analytical skills. So that used to be conducted, and for that I had ranked 25th. So I was given an opportunity to join JNTU. Now it is called JNFAU, which is a university.
How did you name your company? Ashray Consultant. Ashray is something which is very unique.
The term Ashray in Hindi, it means Asra.
Okay.
Asra means you are providing help and shelter to someone.
Support. The client will have a lot of memories or the client will have a lot of emotions attached to it. Suppose you are trying to dismantle a property.
So first you should understand, it is not a renovation project, it is a reshaping project.
The client will have a lot of memories or the client will have a lot of emotions attached to it. Suppose you are trying to dismantle a property.
So first you should understand, it is not a renovation project, it is a reshaping project. You should make a client understand that you are not going to destroy his memories, you are only going to enhance them.
Okay.
And your role as a designer should be that.
Welcome viewers, welcome back to Project UDAAN. Today we have a very special guest, Mr. Ahbijeeth Rai. He is a very renowned architect from Hyderabad. He has done various projects and we are very happy to invite him here, and then we will also understand what is his journey about transforming from one area of expertise to another area of expertise and then shining. And in fact, he has shown in both the areas what dedication is all about, what his passion is all about, and the interest that he has invested, the time he has invested, the patience he has invested, and all that. And we will learn a lot of things from him. And it will be a very wonderful to have him here in our UV photography and studios. Let us welcome Mr. Ahbijeeth Rai. Welcome Abhijeet to our podcast. We are very happy to have you in our UV photography and studio.
Thank you for inviting, and it's a pleasure for such kind words what you have shared about me, and I'll be happy to share my knowledge on this platform through UV photography.
Thank you for. See, basically, you are a very busy architect. Coming out, taking out time itself is a very honor for us. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Let's start one basic question. I was going through your profile,
Okay.
and then I understood you are from a sports background, shifting to architecture background. So, what made you do that shift? Sports is also a very good area to work on and have a great career.
True, sports, yes. In my early ages of my life, I had started with sports. Sports started as a very unique and a very good journey. It was an entertaining journey and moreover a healthy journey, I should say.
Yeah.
Started with that, but no, sports and my passion for architecture, it take up a different stage which went parallelly together. Sports, I couldn't continue with my sports. The sad story would be I had a collarbone injury.
Oh.
So after a collarbone injury, I was advised for complete 2 years of bed rest. I was not allowed to play any sports, and I think that was a full stop for my career there. But yes, even if that was continued, I would have been into both sports and architecture. Architecture for me started from my childhood when my own house was under construction.
Okay.
So I had seen the brick, sand and cement
Yeah.
going on around me, and somehow those things fascinated me.
Yeah.
And I was always exploring, okay, this is a material which comes up for construction, and what else I could develop, what else I started understanding, okay, with this, what spaces I can create, what emotional attachment a space would have. All these things pushed me forward. So I started concentrating on that, started pursuing my interest towards it. And later on, there were certain exams, certain aptitude tests and other things for which I excelled in that. And yes, that stage architecture and that era, architecture was not that known profession. So initially there was a no from my family. architecture, why a maestri will do it.
Yeah.
You really have to do that. It is not a lucrative profession. But now my family is more satisfied with me pursuing this profession. And I would say architecture journey itself is amazing.
Amazing. Yeah.
Yeah. My guru used to say, love what you do what you love. So architecture holds a different sentiment in my heart. So that's a different thing.
So going one step backward, you said you excelled in an exam, but in that exam, I know that I read it.
Uh,
This is a secret which I found. You ranked about 25, 26 in that exam.
Yes,
What was
yes.
that exam?
So before entrance into architecture, now of course the curriculum says you should pursue, you should clear NATA exam.
Hmm.
At that time, it was a aptitude test,
Okay.
which was aptitude test was on a sketching module, color segments, how is your analytical skills. So
Hmm.
that used to be conducted, and for that I had ranked 25th in that test, and because of that rank, I was given an opportunity to join JNTU. Now it is called JNFAU,
Okay.
which is a university. So you would have a free seat. Free seat is like your fees would be a subsidized fees.
Okay.
So I was given that position. Moreover, because of my sports background, also under sports quota, I had an option. But yeah, because of rank, I had to avoid taking a sports quota option so that others can take up a seat
Somebody
on
else
sports
will
quota.
have it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. That's a great thought.
Yeah.
So, how was your college journey?
College journey, I would say, khata mita tha. So some wild experiences, some good experiences. Uh, in design, we oftenly say, design can never be taught; it can only be learned.
Okay.
So professors guided us. We had very good professors, very experienced professors. They guided us through our journey, and there was a lot of learning from seniors also.
Okay.
So I used to work for my seniors' portfolios and projects.
Hmm.
So the moment I joined architecture in 1998,
Oh.
since from then we had a good rapport with our seniors. Now those seniors like are our brothers.
Yeah.
Even today we call up each other. They are different parts of the world. Are Abhijeet, ekkadunnara? Em chestunnam? And we have that. We share that light moment. We never had that segment of ragging or anything, but it was a healthy environment where we learned a lot around. And now we are in the same profession. We are colleagues. Till today, we keep talking to each other, sharing knowledge. That's how our journey of workshops,
Yeah.
journey of different activities come up in architecture.
You said workshops. I saw that you did about 56, more than 56 workshop. What is that workshop all about? What do you do there?
See, workshops are they are workshops conducted by colleges and also individual architects. So, conducted by colleges, they call in different agencies around the globe. Recently, we had a workshop in one of the college, which was sponsored by Canadian Wood. So,
Wow.
they also promote their product and also educate students and the society about what are the different kinds of material, sustainable materials, and other different kinds of material available to explore in the field of architecture. So these workshops are conducted for students and also young budding architects. So I have been a part of all these events. I have been judge at few workshops. I have been a trainee in some workshops. There were certain workshops which I have conducted in my office
Oh.
in with collaboration with different architects. So students used to come down. Till today, I prefer a cabin which is big. I would say my cabin should at least accommodate 20 people.
Hmm.
So till today, I maintain that culture.
Yeah.
So I have students coming up from different colleges. I have students, even junior architects coming from different parts of the world. So we sit, decide a time, and that day we take up a subject, a topic on housing, on materials. We conduct a workshop, and that workshop is recorded, and an end product is utilized for some of our projects.
Okay. So kind of a exposure to the student, learning exposure,
Learning exposure.
hands-on exposure.
True. True.
Let us come to this point. How did you name your company? Ashray Consultant. Ashray is something which is very unique.
The term ashray in Hindi, it means asra.
Okay.
Asra means you are providing help and shelter to someone.
Support.
Support. It's
Okay.
basically a support. Support in our language would be shelter.
Yeah.
So providing ashray. It's a humble cause, and this coin ashray, the term ashray, was coined by my mother and my aunt. They
Oh,
said,
very
okay,
good.
you are in this profession, you are providing shelter to others, so asra de rahe ho, so let's put it ashray.
Wonderful, wonderful. Your mother giving you that guidance itself is a very, that is the support which your family gave.
True.
Wonderful, wonderful. So, your journey started in 98,
Yes.
correct? So, when did you come out of college?
2003.
So, from 2003,
Yeah.
this is 2025.
Yes.
So, in
22
this
years.
22 years, I know you have done more than 1,000 projects.
Okay.
Did I get that number right?
Yeah, true.
Ah, great. So, in this 1,000 projects, doing 1,000 projects is not a small achievement. You are humble enough. You are that you say 1,000 projects. You are playing it little low, but definitely doing 1,000 projects in 20 years is a big achievement. Now, what are the tough times you faced?
Okay. So start with, as you rightly mentioned, doing 1,000 projects, it would be like, array, that might be a bluff or that might not be correct. But yes, since 98, though I was studying, 2000, I started working on projects.
Oh, okay.
I used to take up project from my seniors. I used to take up small projects around as small as few people may not be knowing, a florist shop or a small PCU with a public telephone. So even that centers, Xerox centers,
Yeah.
I have designed.
Oh.
So these are small projects which I picked up, and somehow initial stages of my career, I had a zeal. I said, okay, I was on a rat race. I said I should do so many projects that it should form a number. And I had some feel, okay, today if I'm moving around in Hyderabad city, I pass on this street, array, this is a project I've done and so that year. This was a project. So each street of Hyderabad has a story for me.
Okay.
So I had the dream that I should have stories connected all around India. So my projects are not only in Hyderabad, they are around India, many places in north, many places in southern part of India, Bangalore, Karimnagar. So there are many places where we did project in Gujarat, a small project in Gujarat. There's one project which I had done with one of my mentors before, that was in Singapore, then one project in Florida. So I wanted to be a global presence, and my field especially is a field which will, even though if I leave the world, my presence will be felt.
Yes.
The more I expand, my presence is
More.
So that was a rat race which I had. So somehow after reaching a mark of 1,000th project, I was like, okay, this is an achievement. After I started celebrating it, and as you might be knowing it well, I said 1,000th project is the one which I will do free of cost.
Oh.
I will not charge a single penny for my service. So 1,000th project, yes, one of my collaborators with whom we are working on different projects, he had his own house to be renovated and done. So he said, "Nice, sir, 1,000th project, let a light mark, you do my project." So we did his project, entire house was designed and developed, and that as a connect which I create with the society doing so many projects in my team. Ups and downs were there.
Yeah.
There are some good clients, happy client, bad client, but yes, part and parcel of life, part and parcel of profession. And these things, you have to have a proper time management. Doing 1,000 projects without a time management, no. We had a target oriented. My projects are all target oriented. We take up, okay, this project, 45 days for a small project, 60 days, 80 days, 1 year, 8 months. So we give a commitment to the client. So I, as a designer, would take up, my designs are ready. Client financial, we prepare our client. We say, sir, this is the project we are working on. Your fees would be this. Apart from that, the entire project budget would be source of project budget. And at this stages, you require this much finances to be taken care of. So we prepare our client. We ask him to get those things assembled and assured. So that way, we take up. From there, we say, okay, guiding them. Sir, you pre-plan things. I might require certain materials, certain design approvals, and certain agency approvals for next month. We start that practice today. We prepare for next 15 days. And strictly on that guidelines, if a project is scheduled to be completed in 6 months, we would aim for 6 months. Some cases, we delay by 10, 12 days here and there, but we aim for 6 months. So that's a timeline we fix. That's why we were able to complete to such a thing.
Delay in the timeline, the project cost also will go up.
Agreed. I come with that synopsis. Yes, you delay a project, it's always a loss for both the ends. Client is not staying in his property or not using his property. let's take up a commercial property. Client might have taken up a commercial property for which he would say 1 month is a grace period, you get your things worked up. After that, the rental cycle starts. This 1 month of time, client is losing his business.
Yes.
He's spending his time and he's spending his expenses and money on that project.
Yeah.
So he has to start generating revenue after a month. Now, if I delay the project or the agencies or the contractors delay the project by 1 month more, so it's a double loss.
Double
Paisa
loss
bhi
for the
gaya,
customer,
his
yeah.
business is at a loss, customer segment is at a loss, he's also paying rents.
Yeah.
So, ideally, where I see is, nowadays, starting a project is not difficult, it's very easy. You have finances, you have investment opportunities, you can start a project. Completing a project is a task.
Yeah.
So, and I feel an architect should aim at completing the project.
Correct. Completion is the key in the entire
Key for the
story.
entire.
Okay. So you do renovations also?
Yes.
Okay.
We take up renovation, we take up conservation, we also take up PMC. PMC is project management consultation.
Yeah.
So even for design, even if we are not constructing the project, we are consultant. We also take up PMC so that we guide them at what stage procurement process should happen, at what stage licensing process should happen, at what stage your investment should happen. So we guide them.
So we can. Now the purpose of asking is of renovation. The existing property. The client will have a lot of memories, or the client will have a lot of emotions attached to it. Suppose you are trying to dismantle a property, and then the client is having a lot of emotional attachment to that property.
True.
How do you, because for example, if I am the property owner, I might not express my complete emotions to you, but all I will do is, instead of expressing my emotions, I will express it in a different way. I mean, I'll show some temper tantrums on the employees or on the workers and all that. So how do you handle that situation? It is a very dicey, isn't it?
Firstly, especially when you're talking about renovation, the way you're talking about is about a residential project. So first you should understand, it is not a renovation project, it's a reshaping project. You should make a client understand that you are not going to destroy his memories, you are only going to enhance them.
Okay.
And your role as a designer should be that. So you should first understand the sentiment. It's very easy for anyone to say, demolish this wall, pick this up, do a new thing. It's very easy to say. Very easy to do that. But to retain the sentiment, you believe me, client comes to and say, sir, this corner of the hall, we had the memories. When I was kid, I used to run to this corner and hide from my parents. I used to have this corner as my cozy space to sit and weep and express my grief. So there are certain corners in the house where clients have those sentiments attached. So you only enhance them. So a renovation project comes with many social blocks, comes with many emotional tantrums. You have to take those considerations. You understand you are not designing a building. You are reshaping the space for a client.
Correct. Reshaping is a good word. Yeah.
You are reshaping his space. You are giving that space to him with memories at a comfort level.
Yeah.
So understand those. And with those considerations, start giving them designs. And any design, renovation, apart from the client part of sentiment, it has a lot of technicalities. The old building has its age, it's lived its age.
Yeah.
So after that age, the old building might have certain cracks or might have some weak spots. You need to understand them. You need to use new technology to connect this new thing to it. So always when you merge history and future, the fusion should have a lot of emotions. The fusion should have a lot of consideration and lot of acceptance by two generations. You are actually binding the old generation to a new generation. Look at design in that way. I always say designing is not a profession, it's a journey.
Yeah.
You should enjoy that journey.
I stay in that property for a long time.
Yes.
You design, give it, and you go ahead. Let us talk like that.
It's very easy to design. We have learned design. We are masters in design.
Yeah.
But to deliver design, acceptance of the design, execution of the design, more important.
More important. And then you will stay there. Stay there. And
our profession is for the people.
Yeah.
How can you make them angry?
Yeah.
People should be comfortable and happy with our profession.
Correct. You should not say this is it should have been like this, it should have been like that, I would have been more comfortable. They must not say that.
So I'm not designing for myself. I have a different comfort zone.
Yeah.
You have to understand, you have to go into the client's shoes, you have to understand his comfort level, you have to understand his sentiments, then try to enhance them and develop in such a way that he sees his dream coming true.
Abhijeet, let us go one step backward. I was curious to know more about Ashray Consultants. How did that firm come in? You said mom and aunt have named it and all that, but instead of getting into a profession, I mean, doing a job, working under a senior architect or something like that, but you ventured into becoming an entrepreneur. Then the birth of Ashray Consultants came, where mom and aunt have given their thoughts, and then you have put it Ashray Consultants. But so far it is good. But why did you venture into becoming an entrepreneur? And what are the difficulties initially you faced, and how did you handle them?
So my journey started after pursuing architecture. After pursuing architecture, moved out, completed my masters in architecture. After doing that, I joined up an office in Ahmedabad.
Okay.
I worked under a renowned architect, Pitkas Award renowned architect called B.V. Doshi.
Okay.
I worked with him for some time. There, I would say my mindset as an architect changed. He has changed my perception towards architecture. I should say I had learned attributes of architecture there.
Okay.
So he taught me that. After completing that, I came back, then went to Jaipur. I was working with as an research part for Craft Council of India for reviving blue pottery.
Okay.
So worked with that, then came back, then worked in Mumbai for some time. So somehow I was curious in exploring different segments. Then later on, after coming back to my hometown, after venturing these things, coming back to hometown, I joined a firm here, very well-known architect here in Hyderabad, and he taught me about a casual approach in architecture. So both this combined made me what I am now. Okay, so I picked up things from around, learned things from renowned architects, started my career there, then slowly started understanding this field is more stable and it's a very humble profession which makes your presence felt on the globe even you're not there.
Yeah.
And you are supporting many people in developing their dreams. So that's how it started, and slowly started with a journey of designing small things for many people. There was one of my journeys. There was one postman who used to come to my office, to my house at my initial stages of my career, and he used to come to my house. He used to deliver post. At that time, now we have email and things, but at that time, postal network was strong. So entire his life he came down. At the time of his retirement, he said, "Babu, I have come to your house since so long. I am getting retired after 2-3 days. I have seen the board on your house. Just a couple of months back, I have seen a board. It mentions architect Abhijeet. What is that you do?" And not. He said, "I have a small property of 80 square yards. It's my hard-earned money, and I want to develop a small house for me and my family and family of two sons." I said, "Definitely. Why don't we do that?" So sometimes you always don't work for cash. You also work for kind.
Yes.
So that was my first project where he has that faith on me. He came to me, approached me, and that time I was fresh into the field. I said, "No, I am going to develop this house without charging a single penny." We did that house. He said, "Sir, मेरे को छोटा घर है तो चलेगा." I said, "No, even you deserve luxury."
Yeah.
We did a small duplex house in that 80 square yards. So I would say I would take it in this way that I've earned from it. After doing that house, from that locality, I think a bit ahead from that locality, I got 4 more projects.
Wonderful. Yeah.
So I would not say I've not earned from that. I've earned.
You have earned.
I've earned from that other project.
Yeah.
So just a statement, knowing the client, understanding the client, and developing a small abode from him.
Yeah.
It's very important. So that's how a humble cause led to that statement, and I say, no, we are providing shelter. So the name should also be kind in some way. So then going back to my parents, and they said, okay, the name started coming up. That's the journey how we started to architect.
Okay. What initial hiccups? You did a decent good job for that postman. You would have been happy even today also.
Yeah.
But after that, what were the hiccups? The client might say, he might give you an order, last moment he might withdraw for XYZ reasons, like that. So you'll have some hiccups and roadblocks and all that. How did you manage that?
Okay. So here, as I'm also a professor in different colleges, I also teach different students. So always I hear from other architects, young architects and students, they say, client is not paying me well.
Yeah.
And that was also my journey in the initial stages. काम कर रहे हैं, we said the money what he's paying is not that up to our satisfaction. And we say we have worked like a labor, but what we achieved is just peanuts. So those all things, tantrums are there in the profession. But I see that as a different kind of learning. What would happen is, we as architects try to impose our design to the client. In
Yeah.
today's scenario, designing is not that great. Controlling our urge to design is more important. Sometimes we try to deliver that much design which is not accepted by the client. Over designing is not good.
Yeah.
So we try to impose that. We'll say, nahi, nahi, sir, ye karo, acha rahega. We have to understand client has a certain budget, certain guidelines, he has certain requirements.
Yes.
So we need to form that connect. I had certain hiccups where the client would get angry, payment was low, dissatisfaction. So slowly, I started looking at things in a different way. I said, okay, why is the client angry? Why is the client is not paying me? Why the client is not satisfied? So later on, I found the faults were with us.
Oh,
We were somehow putting our design or imposing our design to the client. So that
Yeah.
understanding is more important. So later on, I started doing a reverse segment to it. Client's requirement, how well can we design for him, how we can save his money, how we can do more with less.
Hmm.
Less commodity, less resource, more output. Now, if I start doing that, client's money is saved,
yeah,
satisfaction level is there, definitely he'll pay you.
correct.
So we don't have to judge the client always. We have to be in his shoes and think many times.
Think from his side of
Think from
Point
his
of
side of
his point of view. Yeah, it was rightly said. He has got a constraint in terms of his budget. So because that is there in every area which when I talk to cross section of people, they say that urge to tell more, the urge to give more, but he doesn't give me more. And when I'm giving you so much, in return you have to pay me more. But the fault lies with me, not with the client.
Yeah, I see one of the role of an architect is all to save clients' investment. Now, come to the professional field. If we talk about professional, commercially oriented professionals, where we see is, भाई मेरे को कितना मिलेगा,
हाँ.
मेरा कितना काम बचेगा.
Yeah.
If I quantify my design, I would say, sir, design it in this way. This is the cost we'll save on this. Your function is met. So I start quantifying my design. Example, I come up with certain segment. I say, you have too many columns in it. When you try to reduce the number of columns by marginally increasing the steel in it, I have saved on the space. I have also saved on the construction cost of a column.
Correct.
So that way, the construction cost, somewhere, little bit of it, but it will come down.
Yeah.
And not even saving in terms of money factor, also saving or optimizing the utilization.
Space also will be better.
Space also is a
better
constraint.
utilization.
I prefer having large spans because I get a free hand in open spaces where a client has an option to do multiple things.
Correct.
Multi-facet design is also important.
Oh,
There's a couple of projects around Hyderabad and around. See, commercially they work as a particular entity like a shopping mall or some showroom or something of a certain product. At daytime, night the same space is converted into a pub and a restaurant, restaurant bar. So those kind of multi-facet commercial designs are also available in India.
oh my goodness.
There are certain places to do that. Now, if I look into that segment, I am paying the rent of that space for entire 24 hours. But I am utilizing that for only 8 to 9 hours.
Yeah.
If I am multifacetly using it, design it in such a way that multiple commercial activities are going on. So in that space, a pub or something starts in the evening from 7. Still 7, my other retail product comes to an end. Closing time and starting. Few commercial requirement, closing time is evening. Evening, few commercial spaces start.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I am using all 24 hours. So same rental value, I am utilizing to the fullest. Saving of money.
Saving of money. Yeah.
So you have to look at design in that aspect also.
Okay. Okay, that is in the commercial
True.
side of the project. But now tell me, what is the best thing that you did? We are talking about tough times are there, but because you are building a dream project, maybe commercial or residential or whatever, but when you are passing through that line and when you see that property, how do you feel?
It happened to me many times. There are a couple of properties which I have designed at Lingampalli of Hyderabad also. Till that, I think the first property which I have designed at Lingampalli was in 2005.
Okay,
2005
20
and
years ago.
around 20 years ago. So, since before COVID, I was just passing through those lanes and I had my daughter with me. I said, ये देख रहे हो ना ये लेन में ये प्रॉपर्टी अपन डिजाइन किए. So, this is so one property which was designed in 2005. Just moving by on the balcony of it, the client was sitting down. Just passing by, I stopped my car. I was showing my daughter this property, and he actually saw me. Said, "Arey Abhijeet sir, you are here. Try come in." And we went in, and I showed my daughter, "This is the spaces we have designed. These things are these are things." It was like like it's an achievement. I'm showing my daughter what I do, and my daughter is like, my father is doing so
so proud.
So it's like a proud moment, and moreover, the client is also there. He is calling you in. He says, "Sir, such a long time we had not met." And he used to say, "Sir, these all things I've retained as you had. Only the color is changed. The design is not changed much because the generation have passed on." So he'd say the color has changed, but the requirements are the same. He shared his testimonial with my daughter. He said, "Jab your father used to come, we had these discussions on site. We had certain debate on whether to do this or not. Your father used to explain me this. He stood here. He got those things done." So my daughter came to know about my journey into this field. So those were some prized moments which I still cherish to my heart at time of designing.
Sir, did you experience? I'm thinking. Did you experience a particular or a peculiar situation where suppose you are trying to dismantle a wall? You understand? So the client says, "No, do it a little carefully so that the bricks can be saved." That's the only part where we can save when you are dismantling. I shouldn't use the word dismantling, but dismantling a particular wall and all that. The only thing which we can save is the bricks and all that. So, was there any situation like that?
Yes, right now we are working on a project. We are working on a renovation project. Client is from armed forces and now he's retired. He's redeveloping his house through his requirements. His house was just a ground floor construction, and this house was constructed by his father.
Okay.
His father was a civil engineer for armed forces.
Okay.
So he has constructed this house. His father has taken up a pain. At the time of construction, he got all the bricks made in Bengal.
Oh my goodness.
Each brick he had actually systematically planned out. Each brick was properly made, perfect size, perfect wire cut bricks. He brought it to Hyderabad. He constructed the house with that. No columns, nothing in that. Load bearing structure with proper bricks construction. So my client keeps on telling me, I used to come with my father to this. He used to start explaining me the design. He used to say, "ये ball बन रहा है, bricks लग रहे हैं, ऐसा लग रहे हैं." So he had that sentiment with his father. So he used to say, "This is a wall." I said, "We'll push it here." My father said, "नहीं, यहाँ पे तुम बैठोगे, यहाँ पे झूला लगाएंगे." He had those talks, the sweet talks with his father. So whenever we went to the site, we started with this. He said, "अरे अभिजीत, यहाँ पे ये हुआ, यहाँ पे ये हुआ." So he was very, and I could see his emotions in it. And he used to say, "एक brick मेरे father यहाँ से लेके आए." So, and mind you, at that time the quality of bricks were really good. So we said, "Don't worry, sir, we'll take care of it." So I instructed my team. He demolished that slowly. There's certain zones. We had not demolished the major things. We had demolished few internal walls to provide a bigger space after studying the structure carefully.
Correct.
So those walls were carefully demolished. We retrieved all the bricks. Now these bricks were used for the house extension. So we have reused those bricks. So now he says, when he comes, I say, "Sir, आपका ये कोना हम वहाँ पे शिफ्ट कर, हम आपको वही कोना दे रहे, but उसका पोजीशन शिफ्ट कर."
Correct.
So he had those, I could see his excitement in his eye. Now he come back, he's calling his daughter. He's saying, "देखो हम यहाँ बैठते थे ना, अब ये यहाँ पे आ गया. I will convert this room into my study." So he still has that connect.
Correct. Yeah.
So it's not about construction and designing. It's not about only brick and sand. it's about the emotions in one brick,
Yeah. Each
which we
brick, yeah.
alter from here to. That's why I say we are refurnishing your house.
Correct.
We are remoduling your. We are not renovating.
You're not
We are
breaking
not.
it. Yeah.
We are not breaking. So with that, now it's going on, and the client, they share a lighter moment with me. Now they say, "Kuch bhi hai," they call up Abhijeet. Why don't we just have a cup of coffee at my at a club? We'll just visit the site, have a small word. Let's have a cup of coffee. So the client somehow he has got attached to the building.
Huh.
He has attached to me. So this client has given me 2 more projects. He has called it friends. And somehow that client became my PR. He said, Abhijeet, let's meet at the club. I have someone whom you should meet. So we had a breakfast meet at his club. We went there. He said, he is Air Marshal so and so is so and so.
Oh,
He is planning to construct his house, and he is planning to get his house flat renovated. Before me introducing myself, he said, he's so and so person. You know, we did this. We did this. He spoke to us so gently. He was able to put in our emotions into it. And he was like a PR. He said, you are going to do it with
That's it.
him.
That's it.
That's it. You're going to start with him. I am assuring you nothing will go wrong.
Correct.
So that is the confidence I find in my client side.
Just put his weight behind it.
Just put his weight behind it. And that kind of testimonial, a client is inviting you, giving you 2 more projects.
2 more projects and
That
all
is
that.
what
Yeah.
important.
So it is not the project, it is the emotion that which is.
That's the
Yeah.
emotion.
So that construction is still on. What?
Construction is still going on.
Okay.
In the process, we have a deadline to hand over this project on 30th of September. The client said his son is going to come back to India after 3 years.
Okay.
So he said, I really want to have my Diwali spent in that house.
Oh.
So he said, I'm also going to call my brother. I'm also going to call my. He's actually planning for this festival. I could see his planning every day when he comes to site. He said, Abhijeet, ye ho jayega,
Yeah.
ye design ho jayega, ye ho jayega. He said, now at that Diwali, I would feel I'm with my father, I'm with my son.
Okay.
I would actually have my 3 generations in this house.
In this
So
house,
he
yeah.
has already planned out. So we have a deadline set. As I said earlier, we believe in completing the project on time. So we have given him a deadline of 30th. This work is going on full force. So we will be delivering that project to him by 30th.
What? Let's learn little away from the business and all that. How was your family? I know your sister has done some. They made India proud by.
True. Yes, my father was a hockey player. It started from him. I think his genes are acting out now.
Yeah.
So we started my journey from there. My father always supported us, myself and my sister for sports.
Sister.
We used to go together for all this exploring different areas of sports and things. Sadly, I couldn't continue it because of my injury, but my sister continued her journey. She is also a national gold medalist. She's now currently she's actually a principal for a kindergarten school.
Okay.
That's her profession.
Okay.
But coming to sports side of it, she is India coach for rollball.
Okay.
So recently in the month of June, she has taken up her Indian team, to Kenya
Okay.
for a rollball World Cup, and under her guidance, under her training, both junior boys and junior girls rollball team, Indian team, won the World Cup.
Oh my goodness.
So I see my dreams. My sister is carrying
Yeah.
out. My daughter, we had the same thing. My sister used to push her more. She said, "No, your father is into this. I'm into. You have the genes. You have to go through it." And dedicatedly, my daughter used to get up exactly at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
She used to wake me up 4 o'clock. She used to get ready by 4:15, 4:20. 4:15, she wakes me up. I used to take her to the sports arena where she used to practice. She used to come back by 8, 8:30, then rush her up. So this was the time I used to spend on my sports. Now I started spending on my daughter's sports.
Yeah.
So last year she won. She's national
Oh.
bronze medalist.
Oh.
So she is also a national player. So preferably she'll be continuing her journey in that also.
Here, what I see is she's redesigning the child's future. But where are you redesigning the people's emotions and all that? So both of you are in a way both of you are architects.
True. I will take that as a compliment.
Sports and architecture are going together now.
Sports has taught me to be stable in life, because I see every aspect of life is a learning. Sports has taught me to be calm, to focus on your goal.
Yeah.
So because of these sports, whenever my trainer in sports used to always talk to me and say, "Okay, Abhijeet, you have a 100-kilometer run now. You have to. So you strategize it. You have so many players in this. Each has a weakness in this. So you have a weakness here. You have a stamina. So what you do is initial stage you plan out so that you uh, shoot up at the initial stage, retain your stamina, then proceed. So we have a strategy there. Same things come to my profession. We had that. We have to focus. End result is I have to complete the project with client satisfaction.
Client satisfaction is supreme.
Now you have to put up the guidelines to it.
Yeah.
So sadly, now what people do is they struggle to get a project. Once the project is in, they're like, "Ek project to aa gaya, chalo karenge."
Huh.
I think there your journey starts. From that day, you have to decide what time you are going to end, at what stage you are going to end. So you should aim at completing the work.
Yeah. So reverse
Completion
engineering
is
is what we need to do.
Finish line is always important. Your
Yeah.
focus line should be the finish line.
Correct.
No matter you start early or late, finish line is important.
Yeah. Before we conclude, quickly, there are two scenarios. Before and after. Correct? So, before COVID, after COVID.
Before COVID, I would say the earth was very good. People had too much of a professional field which is too much enthusiastic. Before COVID, I had many ventures outside India. I had an office in China where I used to operate, take up projects from India, get those products developed there, come back to India. So our journey was that. After COVID, it has given a bigger blow. We had to cut down all our services in China, come back to India. I would say it is a good turnover. I should say everyone should turn into a new leaf.
Yeah.
I would say after COVID, it has taught us to come back to our roots.
Huh.
We were on a mad run of earning money. So now we have come back to our roots. So COVID was good.
COVID was good. Now you are more stable.
More stable.
All right. Now let's come to one of the most important aspects. Though we are concluding, there are a lot of young entrepreneurs, a lot of young people who are getting into your profession through education. Post education, they get into architecture as a job, and then they also have the dream to start their own company, build lives of people, build properties for people, and all that. So, having about 25, 26 years of good experience and done 1,000+ projects, I really want you to give some wonderful message to all those people so that they can also build a career for themselves, become entrepreneurs, and then provide more jobs in this country.
I would say advice to young architects is patience.
Okay.
Patience is a key, and you should start gaining knowledge. Today, a fast food generation, they want everything to be quick. I would suggest after your studies into architecture, when you step into the professional field, work under someone for some time. At least give 1 to 2 years working under someone, gain knowledge.
Okay.
So first 2-3 years of your professional life, don't look into an aspect of commercial aspect. Get yourself stable, have some patience, learn from the renowned and experienced architects from the society, stabilize yourself, then get into the field. Knowledge is a key to success. That is one major thing which young architects now are feeling. And of course, architecture is not a full job. It is a journey. You should be learning at each and every stage. As Newton wisely said, I'm still a kid picking up pebbles on seashore.
Yeah.
So for him, ocean was ocean of knowledge. Pebbles are valuable inputs, what you get. So you should be like a kid who is picking up stones, pebbles from all this knowledgeable world. So gain knowledge, educate yourself, start learning from each other, and start your profession in a humble way. Your profession is renowned. So I invite all young architects and trainees who want to join our journey of learning. At our office, we insist on students coming in, they learn and deliver an output. Yeah. We actually take that journey a bit serious. So come to us if you want to join our office, learn about architecture, explore architecture and design wonders for the world.
Thank you so much. It was a wonderful message
Thank
for
you.
all our young entrepreneurs. And thank you so much for sparing your valuable time with us, spending time with us. Through your journey also, we also learned a point or two. At certain point, even I become very impatient. shouting at my team and all that. But now I will also be more patient. That's a learning lesson for us, and we will also be learning more, understanding more, and we most importantly at UV Photography and Studio, we all look forward for one more wonderful session like this from you
Definitely, definitely.
shortly.
I would
Yeah.
take this as a platform to educate new upcoming architects in this field.
Yeah, one day we will have a complete.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Abhijeet, for being.
Thank
with
you for
us. Thank you
inviting
so
us.
much. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
I represent my designing firm Ashray Consultants. You can find the details on the link below. Yeah, I would love to hear from young students who wants to learn from us. You can contact us on these details. I would also like to hear from different people who wants to get their dreams constructed by us. Thank you.
Today we had a special guest, Mr. Ahbijeeth Rai from Ashray Consultants, who has done about 1,000+ projects and has done more than 56 workshops. And he has done projects across the globe, Singapore, China, America and all that. And he has given a wonderful message. He has done a lot of groundwork to build his business brick by brick, ensuring all his clients are having a wonderful space to live in, and a wonderful message to all young architects also. Please join him to learn more so that you will also be able to build a lot of homes for people. It's just not a house where people bricks and mortar are there. It is not like that. People live there, and you can learn from Ahbijeeth Rai when you get in touch with him. Thank you so much for joining us. Please do like, share, subscribe and comment on our channel. Thank you. This is Prabhu, your host. Thank you.